Record.
Welcome to Minimally the Cake Talk.
Raw.
I am Chocolate Thunder.
This.
Chocolate Thunder. It's not nice as you say it twice, but hey, look at here. I tried it. I tried it. Get raspy with it. And then this right here.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay.
Chocolate. 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 Chocolate.
Oh, oui. Croissant.
Croissant. Omelette du fromage.
Fromage.
All right.
You
Well,
tried to steal my vibranium. My bad.
Spidey and his Amazing Friends, brother. That particular Black Panther is my guy. I want more episodes. Every time I see Spidey and his Amazing Friends, I want more Black Panther.
Oh my goodness.
It is making her stronger than before.
It's making it. How did she get my vibranium? Oh gosh. I'm sorry.
That thing is funny, brother. Funny, brother.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Woo! Is there anything I know you said you was about to talk about something. What was you about to talk about, man?
I'm about to say, man, I just saw. Did we talk about the KevOnStage controversy?
No, man. There's been so much controversy around him. Some I agree with, some I don't really agree with.
So here goes.
What did he say now? Because he's been on a tear of controversies.
I think this one I'm referring to is him and his comments about gay people.
Okay.
That he essentially just doesn't go around judging gay people.
Yeah.
At least that's how I perceive what he said.
Yeah.
That, and then he used the reference. He's physically seen how when the church loves on somebody, it can bring them from the back of the church to the front of the church and getting away from whatever the sin is.
Yeah.
He also, I view him as he's one who also sees all sin as the same.
Okay.
And the Bible says all sin is the same. Or for the most part, let's say that.
Okay. So I mean, we've talked about this. We've talked about this before. Go ahead.
And because he sees all sin as the same, he just doesn't call out homosexuality as much because he believes that if he loves on you and shows you the way of God, you will change your ways that way, opposed to telling you how much you're going to hell, or not pulling you into church love is how I perceived it. If he doesn't bring you into church love, if you keep talking about all the negative things that someone's doing, you're not going to retain them. And the ultimate objective is to retain the people in the church.
And this is a fact.
And so that is his, and he's big on my love is, I'm hoping for people to see my love, and he said one thing I really, really did agree with, and I hope this doesn't take you away from what you were saying. Because he said something that I incredibly agree with, because it's exactly how I live my life. Because I don't go running, I'm not one, I don't bring Jesus in your face the whole bunch. If you want to talk about God, we'll have the conversation.
Right.
If you don't want to talk about God, I'm going to tell you I'm blessed. I'm not going to go into all of these things of, I'll be honest, I'm not the guy who really invited people to my church a whole bunch. If you were cool with me, hey man, we're going to church, it's cool, come on. But that's after we cool, I'm telling you to pull up and let's go to church.
Right.
I'm not going to randomly invite a human to my church. Or when I was a part of churches. But anyways, he says he hopes for people to see the peace that he has in his day-to-day life. And then they'll ask him, how did you get that peace? And that's his opportunity to bring you into God.
That's it.
And I do a lot of that. So I don't try to, I surprise some people by my knowledge of the Bible because I don't speak on the Bible as much. And so then when I talk, they're like, oh, I go, yeah, man. I tend to cuss a little bit. That's it. because I got my views on cussing. I don't think it's that bad. But yeah, I got a potty mouth. But also, I live for the Lord, and I tend to read my book a couple times and pray. So,
and I absolutely, I agree with that. Agree with that statement. I would say one of the scriptures that I do live by is or try to live by. Let me say that. I try to live by is let no corrupt speech come out of your mouth. And that means a plethora of things. Okay. Or
I'm about to do a Jordan Peterson. So what do you mean by corrupt? Okay. But continue what you're saying.
But I get it. Like I think it's one of those things is you know there's a potty mouth and then there's people who use strong language. Okay. And I will say from knowing you,
Yes.
your vocabulary is large.
Yes.
So you don't have to use profanity to fill your sentences.
Yeah.
So every other, like some people, every other word is profanity. So that's kind of like, I will say that's corrupt speech.
Okay, because mine are just random. And the thing is, when I get upset, I don't cuss. Like if I'm actually hot, I'm not going, my language will become as straight-laced as possible. Most of my potty mouth is just me having fun and me, because one thing that Rob said this to me and it made sense to me. If you remember Rob, Hartley Drive YMCA, Rob who cussed like a sailor.
Oh, yeah.
He said this to me, and of course I will never cuss that much, but he said intent is what matters when you're saying the thing. So if you don't intend, like I'm never gonna call somebody, I won't call somebody an effing idiot, but I'll call you a dumb boy, okay? I'm quicker to call you just a dumb boy, okay? Before I go, he's a fucking idiot. So yeah, I mean, that's like, so I'll always remember it because I remember I've had the conversation with myself, like, who decided what cuss words were, right? So the Bible says ass, and ass doesn't mean a cuss word. And so context and intent, exactly, so intent is what matters. So if you say, I've got my ass here, where I've got a animal, a donkey or whatever, and you call someone an ass, those are two separate things. So I've always said, hey man, if that guy, like, if I go, what the F am I doing? I don't see myself as like, oh, I'm doing a whole bunch of cussing. I'm just really like, you idiot, Daniel, what are you doing? So again, I don't do a whole bunch of cussing. I turn it on and turn it off. Kids don't hear me cuss.
Look at here. And then I would say to you on that standpoint, what does God think about you talking to his son that way?
Me personally, I think because God knows my heart and I don't aggressively cuss at people, I go...
No, cussing at yourself.
Or call myself an idiot? Oh, well, you've seen me. People always laugh at me like, you guys better be lucky Daniel doesn't talk to you the way he talks to himself. I'm incredibly hard on myself. I've been in this kitchen post me winning awards and being good at all this cooking stuff and be like, you suck at this. What are you doing? People be laughing like, Daniel, you just messed up one time. You've made that recipe 30 times. You never gave yourself props for making it, but the one time you messed up today, you have to be an idiot and a terrible cook? Relax, it's not that deep, okay? Or the biggest one was in sports. Let me miss a shot or a layup that I was supposed to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that used to frustrate me. Are you serious, Daniel? Wide open shots? You suck. Oh, it bothered me. And a lot of times there'll be difficult layups, but I feel like I'm jumping this high, put the ball in the freaking basket. Okay?
There's a square right there.
It's right there. What are you doing, idiot boy? Okay? So especially in sports, Catherine used to laugh at me. Here go Daniel's gonna miss a shot. We're gonna watch Daniel cuss himself out while he runs back on defense.
Look.
So
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So if I can be like, hey God, can I get a pass when I'm competing? Okay? Because it's gonna be a struggle. But yes. But anyways. So
Look, and I get it. I get it. With KevOnStage and what he was saying is like, as far as judging, it's not. So, case in point, verse of the day is John 3:17, and it says, God sent His Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through Him. So Jesus wasn't even judging. And first, let me go ahead and say this: your path is already judged. Like, no matter, your path is already judged. It's not that we should be judging. It should just be like, oh yeah, I don't think that lines up with God. That don't line up with God. So I'm going to go with what lines up with God. Mm-hmm. Me being concerned with what somebody does on their personal time, that's not my job.
no.
Like, I love you regardless. You know, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you follow the will of God for your life. Again, here another thing I think that God's really been saying to me is like, God respects your choice.
Yes. Yeah. If there's a thing that humans are struggling at this current time, is respecting someone's choice.
Yes.
Regardless if it's right or wrong in your purview.
That's it. Like, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, if we would all just be more like God respects your choice. If you want to do whatever, if you want to go take heroin,
Straight to the snout.
look at here. God gave you autonomy.
Mm-hmm.
He literally gave you autonomy. I'm not going to say it's the smartest thing to do.
Yes.
Please don't. Please don't. There's a verse in Deuteronomy. It's Deuteronomy 30:19. It says, I give to you life and death, blessing and cursing. Choose life. He literally said, choose life.
Yes.
He gave you the answer. Choose life.
Yes. What's Taryn's favorite one? She's the one she's got me saying a bit more. All things. I want to say. I'm paraphrasing because available is definitely not the word. All things are permitted, but not all things are profitable.
Yes.
All things are permitted. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. 120%.
But if you keep taking that hair on to the snout, you will lose your teeth. We're done debating. Okay? So I will respect you to not follow me, but please respect me to sing you to hellfire.
That's
hellfire.
it.
So
Like, that's it.
Fair.
Everybody who has a abode of some sort, there are certain things you will not allow to happen in your crib. You will not allow certain things to happen in your house.
for sure.
Period. There's no negotiating, none of it.
Yes.
Why does everybody expect God to be different?
Yeah.
I'm a good person, but look at here, Lord. I'm bringing mud all on the golden streets.
Yeah. No. He said, nah, brother.
Huh?
No.
I'm a here. Look, these things are fairly minor, I believe.
Yes.
Hey, look, God, I'm coming here. I'm gonna talk to you any old kind of way in your house.
Yeah. That's does that sound crazy? It might be crazy.
I think it's crazy.
That's it. Yeah.
I literally think it's crazy.
We're gonna keep it simple. Did that sound crazy? Yeah. Take it for that. It was crazy.
Again, he respect your choice.
That's it.
You can talk.
Just respect his. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. It's okay. Like you got it. Legitimately, it's yours.
Yeah, you can talk crazy outside the gates.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you do whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. So, I think that's a little bit.
Yes.
That's a little bit what it is. I think the people who say they speak for God, if you act more like them, I think the world's a better place.
For sure.
And he's respecting choices. The people Jesus came at the most, who were they? Oh, they were the religious leaders of Israel.
Yes.
He came at the people who said, I speak for God.
So y'all speak for who? Yeah, no. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Don't play with me.
Facts.
Don't play with me.
And then he showed the greatest love to those who were on the edges
Yes.
of society. He showed the greatest love to them.
I'm trying to think of a lot of those people showed Jesus, when he showed them that greatest love, they reciprocated it.
Yes.
Very rarely did he show the love, and then they're like, you're an idiot, boy, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's even a great analogy when you think about it. Like, and I hate to talk about my boy like this, but like, Peter was the follower. He's the go boy. You're going to deny me 3 times, brother. Like, everybody denied. Who was, okay. John the Baptist didn't deny him. They cut his head off the ripper.
John the Baptist,
right?
Did.
Wonder who?
I would say he did deny him in this way. So obviously Jesus is out. He has his ministry. He's doing his thing, so on and so forth. John the Baptist gets arrested, and he's in jail. He sends his disciples to Jesus, saying, "Are you really the Messiah, or should we look for another?" So John the Baptist was offended because he was in jail.
Okay.
And Jesus was out here still preaching, or preaching the gospel.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a.
God was gonna say all of the disciples denied him except for, I want to say there was one person who didn't deny him. They killed him off the gate. They said okay, but everybody else denied him to live a couple times. Then eventually he's like, it kind of weighed on all of them, so they all got one way or another. Only one disciple lived for much longer after. Am I wrong?
I feel like John. I feel like John was the one. If I had to,
I want to say I know that everyone denied the man. So even, I guess those incidentals aren't. I don't want to digress too far, but it's one of those things of. That was me. That was a long-winded way of me saying those non-believers were always won over by love.
Yeah.
100%. No one ever screamed at all of those non-believers, and they were just like, you know what? I think, screaming man, you're correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what you say now. So, like, that's to say, KevOnStage, his approach is non-confrontational, and for whatever reason, us Christians believe that we need to be confrontational with everything.
This is a fact.
We're in this weird place that we believe that we are being that we are being, what's the word, prosecuted. Or
Yeah.
persecuted, excuse me.
Persecuted.
We believe we're being persecuted.
Not even close.
And the American Christians.
Yes.
That's even the weirdest ones.
Yeah.
They're like the safest place to be a Christian on the planet
Yes.
is where they are feeling the least safe about Christianity.
Yes. I think I seen a stat where it said 11,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria or something like that.
Yes.
Huh?
So that's the thing. I was just going to say that. The Christians in New England or Montana, they see the Christians being persecuted in Africa and then take that about themselves as if they were them. They take credit. See, we're being persecuted all over the world. You can't say here because we know it's clearly not here. So the only way to be persecuted, like the other world religions, right? Because I do believe there's a level of to where the Judaism is being persecuted, as well as the Arabs, because they're all right beside each other and they're persecuting each other. Okay, so they can say that because we know they're fighting because they live beside each other.
That's it.
We live beside other Christians. And no Mexican Christian is coming to kill us because we're an American Christian. No. And no Canadian Christian is killing us because we're American Christians. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
So the people here start taking credit for persecutions. They're killing the Christians in Lebanon. They're killing them in Africa. They're killing them here. What? Your life is so safe.
You're so safe.
That you got to try to get some victimhood from 8,000 miles away. Never mind. I'm about to get into another. I almost made it political, but this is about God right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're about to go into it. I mean, you can't send me stuff like that and let's not talk about it, sir.
Well, I was just gonna say we're gonna talk about those prosecutions of those Christians and all that, but if they want to come here, they're from a shithole country. End quote.
This is a fact.
So
this is a fact. That's.
So they're the shitholes.
Yes.
But we're also gonna take credit for them
losing their life.
So.
Huh? Oh yeah.
So, but yes.
Look at here. Look at here.
That's what I'm saying.
America is built on stealing things. It's built on stealing things.
Especially people's food and ruining people's food. That's the as a chef, that's my biggest personal beef with America. I love this country to death. Stop taking people's food and messing it up.
Yeah, look here.
Okay, that didn't need all of that salt. Why did you drown it in that sauce? It was supposed to be a little
bit of that.
Now it's dripping, and now, well, why'd you do that? It's America.
America.
That's it. Whatever. But yes. But anyways, so that's the weird play. That's the kind of the weird conundrum, and I think. I love the fact that KevOnStage, because again, it's my same exact approach. I'm just not even I'm gonna leave you arguing with yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not about to come in here and explain to you that, because again, Kev's always gonna be like, name the human that you were screaming at that said, yeah, I want to follow God.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, and it's weird because again, I've seen it in my life. The closest I've ever seen someone question their homosexuality was based upon the more they got to do things in church, that's when they started to question.
Yep.
Their lover, I would imagine, I don't know because I didn't talk to this person this deep. I just remember having a conversation where they go, "Oh, I'm thinking about this whole gay thing." The conversation happened. It never happened before. The dude's nickname was Bubbles. Bubbles was cool. Bubbles was cool, but the dude's name was Bubbles. Bubbles questioned his homosexuality the more he was able to be in church. I'm going to say those church people, whatever church that was, they would had to have love on him and make him feel comfortable to make him question that.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what happened with him and his husband or what, if he stopped going to church, because I do know he's still gay. And maybe, I don't know what happened on the back end of that.
Yeah.
I can just say it had that much of an effect on him.
Right.
So at the bare minimum, it was starting to work.
Yeah.
Now, again, I don't know, but
Humans ruined it again.
yeah. So I don't think you're gonna scream at them and tell them, because and one thing, even for a guy like me, why I don't go talking about gay people, I don't think I'm going to tell them that they're an abomination and they're going to be like, oh man, I never heard that.
Oh my gosh.
Shut up. I won't get into heaven? Says who? You're not going to give them any new information. No. They've already heard it. They have already formed their own opinions and all their own everything about it.
Yep.
So, I respect that Kev's like, I'm not going, what am I going to do? Go back and forth with this person who's been gay? You don't have any new information to offer this homosexual or the homosexuals. I just don't think you do. Your only shot is to, damn, KevOnStage looks like he's got a piece about himself. Jeremy looks like he's got a piece about himself. I wonder what that piece is. What makes him seem so, hey man, look, I read my Bible, I try to pray, do right by my family, go to work. My life's good. I've been blessed.
Yeah.
That conversation works a million times over before you know you're going to hell. If you don't fix yourself, you're going to go to hell.
Yeah.
You know that's abomination to God. God hates that. Oh, you're going to die.
And some people can do it. Okay? And it'd be somewhat effective. Okay? Philip Anthony Mitchell.
Yes.
He preaches hard. He preaches very, very hard.
I don't think, as much as I enjoy Philip Anthony Mitchell, I don't think he's getting anybody who's really, the only people that has a chance at working with are people who are at best confused on if they're gay or not. A man who hasn't done any gay things. Maybe he just thinks he likes guys. You're not getting a dude who's been out here, who's really in this gay world, because the gay world, the homosexuality world, is incredibly supportive of themselves, of everyone in the group. That's why I believe as Christians we push people to them. We keep screaming at them while they're trying to figure out their sexuality.
Yeah.
Look, first time I saw a booty, I knew I wanted it. A woman's butt, okay? Let's be honest. The first time I saw one, I said, oh, those are fantastic. I love those. Okay? So,
I'm laughing because I had the same thought. I was like,
yo, I don't know what it is about that. I want it. So I was never in question of my sexuality. I understand that some people question it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, and those people who question it, some people just go, man, nah. All right. You got the young MAs. Young MA the rapper, she probably putting a strap on and moaning, okay? You're never going to win her over being aggressive, okay? She just moaned with a piece of plastic. She's gone. Don't scream at her. She's got to see your piece of wanting. That's the only way.
She's got to. You've got to. I was about to say love on her, but you've got to show her love and just.
So
the thing. Okay, so here's the other part. Too. And again, I will say that this is part of the issue. Churches overall completely missed this section of the faith, and that is discipleship. So everybody kept thinking that if you just keep preaching this word at people, then they will eventually come along, or they will whatever. And I mean, false. I mean, because you've been doing that for how long, and it really hadn't worked like talking about. Let's be real.
Well,
And then I would even say this is like, yes, that is the foundation. Yes, that is the base. But are you walking with anybody? What happened was you're reading all this scripture. You're reading all this this word. It's supposed to be the living word of God. And the only thing people they see it with the lens of what to do, what not to do, instead of, hey, yeah, I don't want you doing this, but I want to walk with you more than anything else. That's what Jesus was.
yes.
That's what Jesus was talking about. I really want the relationship, because if you, case in point, Acts, you can see it in Acts, and it was like they were preaching the word of God, and it said it in there. It was like they saw that they had been walking with Jesus. How would you know that they had been walking with Jesus if they hadn't been walking with Jesus?
This is true.
Like, you would never know it.
Yes.
Like, it had to be a sign. Like, oh, they're actually saying this thing with conviction. How they speak. They speak a certain way. They dress a certain way. They are treating them a certain way. That's what's not happening in a lot of the churches. A lot of people are just doing their duty of going to church on Sunday, and then they go back home, and then whatever.
Well, I do like kind of the sense of what you were saying about the discipleship of like understanding why you're doing something, instead understanding the why opposed to telling you a whole bunch of rules.
Yes.
Because again, and again, some people might not like my justification of me talking about me cussing and me having a potty mouth. But because I have that understanding, it can help me walk with God. And I say that not to talk about me cussing, but to talk about, I knew people who, Jehovah's Witnesses, right? I've had some guys who say, we struggle with the military because the Bible tells we don't murder people. And so it's one of those things of just like, did God tell us not to fight? I don't think God told us to like, hey, talk to those guys really nicely who have those, not guns, but who have those things that are coming to harm us. If we talk nicely to them, maybe they won't kill us. So don't kill them back. Do I believe that God wanted me to just die like that? And if that's the case, what precedent has God ever told people to fight? When he said put the armor on, did God get upset when David killed Goliath? Right?
Right.
So like, how does that make sense? And I listen, I'm like, they just knew the rule. All they cared about was the rule. They had no clue why. They had no context of the rule or what the rule meant. And so, how you were saying, if you, like, give me the relationship, and the rest can start to figure itself out.
Yeah.
If the relationship's there and you have some knowledge of understanding of like, oh, okay, maybe doing this is wrong. And then you'll get to at least question yourself.
So, And immediately when you just said that, it brought this story back to me. I heard one story that I can't remember where it was exactly, but it was in Africa, and Islam, it has basically the northern part of Africa.
Yes.
And the village was wherever the Islamic group came. They killed a bunch of people, and they they basically kidnapped the women and the young girls.
Yes.
This one guy, can't remember if he was the pastor or of the village or what. He's a Christian pastor. They took his wife, took his daughter. They didn't kill him. They took his wife and daughter back with them, and they were using them
As you can imagine.
as you can imagine, right? He said this man left from the village that he was in and went to where they were and asked them for his wife and daughter every day.
Yes.
He didn't have the numbers or the power to overtake him, and he also didn't want to do it that way. Like, that was his conviction from God. Eventually, down the road, like, I can't remember if it was like months or years down the road, his daughter and his wife were given back after
However, they were done with it.
however long they were doing whatever to them. And this is the craziest thought. Like, went back, so on and so forth, boom. And then the husband and wife, obviously they discussed it and so on and so forth. They went back and was like, all right, now we're gonna go serve them. We're gonna go show them the love of Christ, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
I don't. Right now, Jeremy right now
For sure.
doesn't have that in him. I promise you.
That puts me in two. That reminds me. There's two Christian stories where I go. Some of us are just better than others, because that is one of them. I'm burning the whole village down, or dying, or gonna die attempting to at least.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my kids back, and it's going to keep me up at night for a long, long time. My wife's gonna have to. She's gonna have to keep me asleep because I'm like, I got you back now. Now we gotta burn it down, baby. There's no way they can live. Daniel Gray, I get a bullet in my head. They go, well, he wanted to burn it down. He got his wife back. He should have stopped there. That's what you got. That's what's gonna be in the papers for Daniel Gray. He couldn't just leave it alone. Okay, that's what the papers say. Until I caught. They like to shoot AKs over there. He caught that 7.62 in the snout. That's exactly how the papers read. You guys will call me an idiot. That's I don't have anything better. All the food I cook on planet Earth, there's no way I can go back and give him a meal. There's none.
Yeah, look.
There's none.
Look at here. You're not saying anything but the word to me.
There's none.
No, I'm creating the Iron Man armor, and I'm.
All my weapon skills are going to be so above reproach. I'm a whole what? It would be crazy. Vietnam-style guerrilla war tactics, brother.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay? But, you know what I'm saying? Him, and then the other story was the pastor somewhere out at some beach somewhere. Wife cheated on him, got pregnant, stayed with her, and kept taking care of the baby because the guy she cheated on him with was a deadbeat. That's another one. I go, some of us are just better than others. Okay? He's clearly pro. And I thought I was pro.
But
I'm an AAU basketball
Look
player.
at here, and that's
I'm not even JUCO compared to
look.
that.
This is a fact,
I'm
okay?
not even JUCO.
This is a fact. But I think here's the other part of it though. Again, it goes back to this. God respects your choice.
Yeah.
Okay. This man, he heard from God,
Yes.
or I don't know. I can't.
I'm stopping at heard from God. There's I can't logically think of any human who goes, I'm just gonna put myself through that level of I'm going to be with her and watch her be pregnant and carry. And again, this is not to say it was easy for him, because I'm sure it was not for any of these men. But to say he's gonna watch her and then be there in the delivery room and then sign that birth certificate,
Yes.
and then treat that child the way he's treating all his other kids is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shout out to those two gentlemen.
Shout out. Like,
yeah, man, you guys. Hey, look, you encourage me to be better every day, because there's clearly limits to whatever I got going on. Okay, me and my faith, it's not limitless, I guess. It's almost like a hard ceiling.
I'm out here trying to follow you, God.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Now, okay, now with KevOnStage, we didn't even get to what we were talking about.
No,
we didn't even get there.
We're gonna talk to it. We're gonna talk about it in just a second. Go ahead.
So, do you feel that KevOnStage's approach to homosexuality and not running his mouth about homosexuality, do you believe good or bad for the church?
I would say it's good for the church.
Yes.
You gotta catch the fish before you can clean it.
This is true.
I've heard that saying for years. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Most people keep trying to clean the fish in the daggone pond that they're getting it from.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, no.
You can't keep me here. Who are you, brother? Brother ill.
So I would say it's good, but there's also two sides to the story, because there's all judgment and no grace,
Yes.
and then there's all grace and no. Well, let me say it. There's all repentance and no grace.
Yes.
Then there's all grace and no repentance.
Yes.
We need to be in the middle.
Yes. It's got to be a mix.
It needs to be a mix. God give us grace, but then there's also repentance. Like you gotta.
And let me say this. Don't tell me you're telling them those things because you love them. That's stupid. You can't scream at somebody consistently and exclusively and then convince them that's love.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
Don't say that. That's one thing that pisses me off. I'm doing this because I love you and I want you to go to heaven. You don't stop telling them that. You haven't said one nice thing to them today.
I haven't said one nice thing to them.
Okay?
Now,
one respectable thing for them to feel good about themselves, you haven't said it. Okay? You're not doing this out of love. You're doing this out of your perceived biblical morality.
that's it.
That is it. That's the only, this is coming from only that place.
Coming from spiritual pride.
There you go. All right, that's it.
So, Chocolates sent me an article today. And it read that there is about to be the biggest Pride festival in the Middle East.
In Israel. Israel's biggest Pride festival.
Ever.
They're about to break records.
4 days. at the Dead Sea. When I saw it,
Okay.
I'll say I was 65% surprised, 35% not. The reason I say that, because I was like, huh? Like, just because of the location of where it is.
Yes, that's the kicker. That's one of the big kickers in this.
Yeah, the location of where it is and how they were abstinent and just like, no, we're not. That lifestyle is not making it here. Like it's, and then also when you talk about persecution, that over there,
Yeah.
when you're talking about the LGBTQ lifestyle, it is definitely persecuted.
Yeah.
You will definitely be taken down for that lifestyle in that area of the world. They see it as Blake. They're like, oh, we
Yes. You're not doing none of that stuff openly.
Nah.
Not doing that stuff openly.
Right. So, that's what I would say about that.
It was interesting because, and just so we're clear, the place where they're having it is the same area of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right? Like the biblical sexual immorality hub. All right? When you start talking about, you know what I'm saying, sexual immorality, this was the city for that. Okay?
Yeah.
And so they're having it, and I'm not saying in the city of, like not in the city. I'm saying.
Well, that city gone, so ain't no way.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's at least down the street a little bit. Some fire came out the sky. There's some salt somewhere over there. Okay. There's a lot of don't look backs over there.
There's a lot of don't look backs.
And some salt hanging around somewhere.
There's a lot of big backs that got burnt up over there, my boy.
Hot, daddy, hot.
Yes, sir.
And so they're having a Pride Festival in there, and I was like, oh, the irony is crazy. It's some crazy irony.
You know that. Okay, so I was working out. Was it Tuesday morning? Yeah, I was working out Tuesday morning, and I had this thought. It's a crazy thought. I'm sorry, my brain goes this way. I think the Holy Spirit be taking me this way. But regardless, a lot of people talk about it all the time. They're like, you know, why would God do that to Sodom and Gomorrah? Why would God kill all those people?
Yes. So
there is an extreme amount of evil going on in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. And a lot of people and a lot of Christians, I will say a lot of Christians, equate God being angry at Sodom and Gomorrah for homosexuality. I will say that is one of the things, but I don't think he was mad at them for that. Because again, God respects your choice. Okay? What he was probably more angry at was the fact that people were taking other people's will away. So people were taken advantage of. People were getting raped. Okay? They tried to grape angels. Like, let's be real.
see, this is why I'm saying.
Like it wasn't like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, well, you know, like the hip, like they try to make
having a good time.
Yeah, we're just having a good time. Hey, yes, love is love, free love. Come get some free love, bruh. My bad. I don't know why I turned into Ted. I don't know why I turned into Ted.
Okay.
Who's in love with Fred? I don't know why I turned into him, bro. But it's like that's what they try to make it seem like. Like
Yeah.
it was like a Woodstock. Everybody's on acid.
a great time for everybody.
A great time for everybody. No, people were getting taken advantage of. They were getting raped. Children were being sacrificed.
It was just wilding out.
They were wilding the freak out, okay? So they were worshiping demons, all of the things, like openly doing all the things. Evil, okay?
Evil.
Evil. I'm sorry, I do cartoon references too, bro. But yeah. So like, was same-sexual relationships happening there? Yes. But that was not the sole reasoning of that. Again,
Look, man, trying to take advantage of an angel, hey, man, blow that up. It couldn't be me. I'm about to go eat, man. This is getting too crazy. Blow it up. I got to go get a bowl of cereal.
this is it. Look, here, the craziest part is Lot was there. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be somewhat of a man of God. I mean, we could talk about this forever.
Yeah.
That brother tried to throw his daughters out there to him.
That's bananas.
He was like, "Hey, don't do this. You can have my 2 virgin daughters." Boom, bro. What?
That
Okay.
is crazy.
Read your Bible. Like seriously, I'm not playing with y'all. Just read your Bible.
That's a crazy story.
Like, read your Bible.
I remember
It
first time-
literally says that.
I remember the first time I said, his daughters?
He tried to throw his daughters out there. He said,
Sir, it can't have been that bad.
he said, "Men, don't do this." They was like, "Bring those 2 men. We saw 2 men go inside your house. Bring those 2 men out here. We want to get to know them." Bro.
That's some strong gays, bro.
Boy.
Them some strong arm gays.
That's some strong. Them some Epstein type.
I can fight
Them some diddlers right there, bro.
The original.
The original diddly doos.
Dilly. And try to, his daughters, I want to let you know, man, I can't. Ugh. Yeah.
So,
Yuck.
all that to say, this festival, okay,
It just knew no bounds.
yeah, they knew no bounds. Like, there was no limits to the amount of evil they were doing. All that to say, like you were talking about, the irony of that festival being in the spot close to Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, I will say this, that realm of mind frame, that mindset is like weed. It's gateway drug. Okay?
Yep.
If it is allowed to keep going, or people keep continuing in that, we're going to get to a point of no return. Like, we're almost there. Like, we're traveling along that lines. I mean, E Island was just a what's the name? When it talks about in the end times that it will be like the days of Noah. The days of Noah was probably worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. So people was walking around raping people, sacrificing people and kids, eating people. God was like, you know what? No.
Yeah.
No, they all got to go.
Hey, man, wipe this place clean. Gabriel! Wipe that open.
Open up the floodgates.
Yeah. You said we wouldn't do that again? Burn them all.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Send the fire from the sky. They've got to go. Figure it out. Again, touche. No more water. I said that. Can't use it again.
Yeah.
Covered in rainbow. Touche.
There you go. Baco.
Burn it. I don't care what you do. Get it out of here by noon.
Yo, by noon is
by noon. I'm gonna go eat my Cheerios.
Yo.
Okay, and tell a lie. Don't look back, because I'm not too happy with him either.
This is a fact.
I'm getting him out. But anyone turns around and looks at what I'm doing, there's salt.
There's
salt.
salt.
Seasoning, Lowry's, I don't care. Himalayan. I said what I said.
Dead sea salt, okay?
Yes, I'm gone. Gabriel, I'm not telling you again. I'm going to go eat. Goodbye. And he left.
He's out.
Hey, Lot.
Bam! Bam!
Lot's wife looked back. Is she Lowry's? Is she Himalayan? What is she?
What is she?
You said salt, right? Touche. Good job. All right,
We'll
hear from him after this.
She's the ME best, right? Middle Eastern's best right there.
That's it. If you have you put some of Lot's wife's salt on some chicken? Have you put it?
Yo, okay.
That insubordinate salt is crazy. That's how MSGs came along. Okay. Monosulfate glutamate. Okay, whatever it's called. Monosodium glutamate.
Yeah, bro.
It's Lot's wife.
It's Lot's wife.
Insubordinate salt.
Look, we need to create that right there. Yo, Lot's wife's. Lot's wife, bro.
This is Lot's wife.
This is Lot's wife.
All right.
Oh my goodness, boy.
But yes, but then again, like I told you before, it's blasphemous for us, but then again, which, I mean, I guess Sodom and Gomorrah doesn't have anything to do with Jesus, right? So that's Old Testament stuff.
I mean,
maybe. I just go. I know it's a big thing. I don't know how into Sodom and Gomorrah were the Jews. To me, in my brain, I go, that's some Christianity stuff. We know that that's a lot to be doing for Christians, because I think me and you I don't want to play with God like that. That's crazy.
Well, see, and here's the thing.
So they might not see it as that. They're like, man, it's a cool place. It's the lowest point. It's the lowest place on planet Earth. It's you can get lower. I don't know what their marketing material is, but I guess if you're in the lowest place on the planet, you can, I don't know.
So this is, I will say this. God is fair. No matter, like we were just talking about the other day. In some way, life is unfair for
everybody.
This person over here.
Sir.
In some way, life is unfair for this person. Okay, they have two different unfairs that makes it fair.
Sure. Exactly.
God is fair to everybody. So saying that, I really believe that Abraham wasn't the only person that God talked to. He told people, hey, you might not want to. Hey, chill out. Like, chill out. I seen you sacrifice a couple of them kids. Stop. They're here with me now.
Yes.
Okay, that's the only positive thing about this. They're here with me now. I got them. I'm cuddling them. It's fine. Stop. I'm almost positive, and here's why. Because Abraham, boom, goes into the city. Goes into one city. The king there sees Sarah, right? Mind you, she's not young. She's not young. She's 80s or something like that, maybe 70s, right?
Right.
Okay. And the king was like, yo, she fine. Bring her over here to me. I got to have her. He was about to slap them cheeks. God was like, nah, don't do that. If you do that, I'm sending plagues on you. Okay? In his dreams. You know what I'm saying? Sent it to him in his dreams. The dude was like, yo, chill. Yeah. Why'd you lie to me? You said that was your sister. Why'd you lie to me?
Yes.
This is your wife. Why'd you lie to me? Take your wife, take this, take that, and get out.
Please.
Please leave.
Take this. I don't want no.
This is before Abraham had a son, made a covenant with God, or had a covenant with God, all the things, okay? So that's how I say, yeah, God talked, he talked to everybody.
Yeah.
He had to talk to everybody. That would be unfair if he didn't talk to everybody. It already says that his law is written on everybody's heart.
That's it.
We know what's right and wrong.
For sure.
You can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. Without what's name, you already know. Like, nah, that don't seem right. So I look at here. Everybody got talked to. Okay. So I will say this. Sodom and Gomorrah, they knew. They just decided, no, I'm having too much fun with all this.
Yeah, it's a good time.
This is a good time. Callous heart, they kept going. God said, get it done by noon.
Get the money.
It's got to go.
Yeah, man. And I can respect the decision. All these dudes are wild.
That's a fact.
Write them off. We have to move forward. We got to. We gave them enough chances, right?
This is it.
Now they're the Angels. They gotta go.
They got to go.
Yeah, man. Touche.
They got to go. I've already got enough angels who are subordinate.
Yes.
Okay, I've cast them down. Okay, you're not gonna make these two. You're not gonna no.
Yeah.
You got to go.
He's gotta go.
So, bang. All right. Got a few questions. Here's a topic of this first question. Okay. It says the power of sanctuary. It says how has the historical concept of sanctuary within Christian spaces, both sheltered LGBTQ plus individuals, and paradoxically created environments where they were forced to hide their identities for survival.
I want you to answer it first. Answer this one first.
So I feel like, and this is one thing that always got me about Yumka.
Okay.
Because Yumka said some things, they hinted at it.
Okay.
They said that George Williams was a special boy.
George Williams too.
That's the guy who
Yeah.
founded the YMCA.
Okay. Yeah.
They said it was a special boy. Okay. I don't know what that means.
Let's see. Yeah.
It didn't.
I beg your pardon.
Hey, look, that's what they said. That's what they said. Look. Maybe everybody else didn't hear that, but yes. I heard special boy. So does it mean like was he special ed? Was he
intellectually special?
Was he intellectually special? Yeah, like he knew equations before equations was equations.
Yeah. What does that mean?
What does that mean? They didn't expound on that. They just said yeah, and then he got a building and people were staying there, and they had men's Bible studies and stuff like that, so on and so forth. Then the other part, where the previous CEO, he was like, yeah, we used to go skinny dipping where it was just men in the pool. Huh? That don't sound right to me. But hey, look at here.
I will tell you this. No, I want to let you know, as a guy who's lived in tents with people of the different demographics, they're just different, brother. Some people are just different.
Yeah.
So it can wholeheartly be like, hey, that's just some white people being white people.
Yeah, look at here. This
that's
is
a
fact.
perfectly reasonable thing for them to do.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
It's weird.
You're not
perfectly
wrong,
reasonable.
Bro. You're not wrong, bro.
Perfectly reasonable for them.
So, in so saying that, I think that the sanctuaries, that's a good thing because there needs to be sanctuaries, but there also needs to be balance.
Yes.
I think if you have, and I remember you telling that story before about the person who was in the lifestyle, they were in the church, and they were starting to question their lifestyle.
Yes.
Okay, you said that they weren't allowed to hold office,
Yep.
in which I do agree with that. Like, I don't necessarily think like, hey, like I think this is something that
No gay pastors.
no. That's no.
Okay. So yeah. So just don't hold office. You're more than welcome to participate.
Yeah, you absolutely like we are going to walk with you.
Yes.
We're going to absolutely walk with you, show you love, so on and so forth. You know what? I'm not telling you that you have to change today. Keep reading the Bible. Keep talking to God.
Yep. You'll get there.
Yeah. Eventually, that conviction, it just naturally comes. Like,
Yes. If you're doing the whole Christianity thing right.
you don't have. I don't have to say, oh no, you need to stop doing that. I'll suggest like, hey, like the more you do it, the harder it is to hear and talk to God. Like, that's the ultimate thing, is you want to talk to God.
Yep.
Everything else is whatever. But yeah.
I mean, yes. I guess you got to be quiet to survive. Excuse me. And I believe that's all humans' their innate desire is to live.
Self-preservation.
Yes, that's number one. So, I mean, sucks to suck. I guess you got to figure out a way to live, but I guess now they're comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's worth something, right?
Yeah, that's worth something. I'll say this too though. It's like, because we were talking a little bit about discipleship. I will say that most people probably didn't feel like they had a place to go. Just because you're in church doesn't mean, or just because you're following the Christian faith, that does not mean that you should also become a minister.
Yeah.
That's not the only way you can serve God.
Yes.
You can serve God on the back of a trash truck.
Anything.
Anything you can serve God in the sewers.
That's a fact.
Anything you are doing, you can serve God.
Correct.
The will of God is for you to have a relationship with Him. Okay?
Yes.
That's the will of God. Okay? Not just to become a minister.
Yes.
That's crazy talk. Now, should you know your word? Absolutely, 120%. Please know your word.
Please know your word.
But it's not everybody needs to be teachers. It says that in Timothy.
Facts.
So, next question. Theology of belonging. In what ways has the affirming theology, side A movement, shifted the influx of LGBTQ plus people back toward the church? And is this change creating a new, distinct culture identity that is neither fully secular nor traditionally religious?
I don't think affirming theology, and I guess you can technically call it affirming theology. I think culturally, we started to get a gray area of right or wrong.
Yes.
And it's not, and it was the theology of right and wrong. I think a lot of it has been because as a society, we allowed feelings a bigger place in society.
Yes.
Right? So you hear stuff like everyone's feelings are valid. For a guy like me, that's crazy. I don't think many feelings are valid.
Facts.
I believe feelings are fickle,
Yeah.
and they move and sway. So they're not that big of a deal to me. Now that is one of my downsides to some people. Daniel's legitimately even keel. I really don't care. I think the level in which I do not care genuinely startles people, because people oftentimes hear people say they don't care, and they know deep down that person cares a little bit about it.
Yep.
I'm the like, if I tell you I don't care, from the pits of my heart, I don't care.
Yes.
And if you want to talk about it,
Agreed.
you need to keep talking about it with me. And I told that to Taryn, hey, look, if you care, please don't say you don't care, because I'm going to not care and never bring it up again. Like legitimately,
It's gone. It's gone by noon.
Yes, it's gone by noon. Gone. Okay? So if you care, please act like you care. Poof. So, okay, so, see, after the long breath, pulling that trigger right between the respiratory pause. The trigger should surprise you. Okay, not shooting fundamentals, okay? But it's crazy. But I say that because everyone's feelings are valid. People wanted to believe that God would banish me for this. Some people believe they're gay, and they believe in the bottom of their heart that they're going to heaven. And they believe that the Bible doesn't speak anything about gay. And the Bible what's the Bible verse that said Jesus is neither man nor female? They be using that to justify stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I can believe it's wrong all I want, but you also got to remember that, like, perception is reality. Their perception is their reality.
That's
It's hard to change people's reality.
a fact. That's
Right?
why people be crashing out when their reality.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're not wrong.
So it's one of those things of just like they become a thing because they've kind of stuck together. But I believe they became a thing, I think partially is the church became more aggressive towards everybody.
Yeah.
We became more inept at calling people out.
Yeah.
And so, again,
And let me. I would even say this. I don't think it's everybody. I think it's just America. I literally think it's just Americans. Americans are the ones that are doing it. Well, you're this, so you can't be this. Look here.
and we have the biggest voices on the world stage.
This is a fact.
And so it kind of trickles to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I can say that. I can see that. It's funny because the human in me goes, I need to go look at the numbers on that. But that doesn't sound crazy. When I think about it, I go, that wouldn't surprise me reading that anywhere. Okay?
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's creating, I mean, I guess like it's creating cultural identities, but we also, I think sometimes we forget how small the gay population is.
This is a fact.
I think we overinflate, because I remember one time the gay population said 25% of everybody was gay. I was like, that's crazy. That means 1 in 4 people. That means I can go get a random 4 people and one person's gonna be gay. That's bananas.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's 1 in 4. And so I think homosexuality might be like 1 in 10, 1 in 20, 1 in like 40 or something. Yeah. Something like, I don't want to speculate anymore. What percentage of U.S. is homosexual? Okay, 99.3 of the U.S. Adults identify as LGBT plus, with about 2% identifying specifically as gay, 1.4% is lesbian, bisexual. So overall, 85%. So 85 to 90%. So maybe 10%. So maybe 1 in 10 people are gay. That is a far cry for the 25%. That small 10% really ain't that much.
But here's why they're so loud. They have weaponized the court system. So if you say something against that group,
You think so?
I would say they have weaponized legality.
This is the one thing I do believe. But because I believe, as our country, we're not supposed to persecute anybody for any random reason. I honestly believe that Christians give gay people so much of a voice. Not Christians. The straight group, I think we're giving them the credence. The same way that, like, when there used to be streakers in professional sports, we used to film it and show it. So that made more people want to be streakers. Made more people want to run on the fields. And now, since we stopped showing it and we stopped doing it, I think you no longer are seen as a thing.
Yeah.
You're no more exalted.
Right.
And so because we keep talking about how much of a threat they are, people keep believing that they're a threat.
Yeah.
Which in turn makes the gay people want to be louder because we're not a threat.
Yeah.
And then they go on louder and keep saying that they're a threat.
Yeah. Well,
And so it's a vicious snowball that I think, hey, straight people, just shut up about them being gay. Let them be gay.
Let them be gay.
Let them be gay.
This is the fact. But at the same time, like when you think about it, again, Jaden Ivey situation.
Yes.
Okay. He said what he said.
Yes.
You know, I know. Let me
But
not.
I don't.
Let me
honestly,
not say that. But if okay.
I don't think that came from a true place of God. I'm
no,
not buying it that, like, I'm so religious that I don't want to do any of this gay stuff because there's no way. How long has Jaden Ivey been in the league?
3 years, 4 years.
They didn't just start doing gay pride stuff. They've been doing gay stuff since he's been in the league.
This is a fact.
He didn't care the other 2 years about a homosexual. Oh, it just finally got to me. Boy, shut your mouth.
So here's the other part of it though. Here's the other part of it. I agree with you on that.
Yes.
Like again, my solution to the whole thing, I went out there, dunked on so many people's head, 35 points,
Yes.
10 rebounds, 5 assists. I would have had a game. They would have interviewed me after, hey, how are you celebrating Pride Month? I don't know what that is. This is my God's rainbow.
Yes. Covenant not what people say. Promise not something. Covenant not something.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that's the way if you're gonna step up about the gay folks.
Look, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Don't do it after you suck.
Yeah. Don't do it after you. I don't know what that is. That rainbow belongs to my God, and He promised not to flood the earth anymore. That's what I know from it.
Yes.
Hey, everybody live your life.
That's it.
That's it. I ain't celebrating Pride Month.
Yeah. To me, it's so simple. It's just like, no, like, again, I'll always remember that mother where that one girl was holding her baby and she was gay. Her mama just said, not an ally. She kept doing her thing.
That's it.
But she still loves her daughter.
That's it.
I can still be cool with every gay person. I'm not coming to your Pride Month.
No.
I'm not partaking. I'll make you a gay cake. I'll make you a little rainbow cake. I don't care. All right? I remember people that like, you don't make a gay person's cake. Why would I not?
What?
All right?
That's for them to deal with.
Yeah, brother. I'm here just to show you love. God never told me, hey, look, you see those gays over there? Screw them. Just hate them.
He never said that.
So it's just one of those things of just like, I think if Christians would just calm down, not even Christians, like just leave the gay people alone because you keep platforming them in their gayness.
Keep platforming them. That's the part right there.
And if you,
what was it? Magic Johnson's son. Why do we keep platforming?
Yeah.
Why we keep platforming him?
That's what I'm saying. You keep giving him a platform so he keeps to get his message out. Because I've known kids that like did gay stuff simply because they saw and they go, Well, how do I know I don't like it? And they just try it.
Hey.
I mean, it's weird. And so a part of me goes, you just kept platforming all the gay stuff.
Yeah.
And
then the thing is like, you know, you try to make it taboo, like, don't do that. Oh. Hey, look at here. Hey, I'll say this. You do what you want to do.
yes.
Do you want to be in the will of God, or do you want to do your own will? Totally up to you. God respects your choice.
Well, that's also the other thing that bothers me the most about it, is that like the people in power to not platform homosexuality. They want to pander to homosexuality to make the money off of it.
Yeah, that using them.
Yeah, to make money.
I would say that's possibly even worse.
For sure, it's not even like that you know what I'm saying?
You don't really care about them.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing of like Kyrie got in trouble for reading that book. No one talked about the fact that he bought it off of Amazon.
Nobody.
He didn't write the book himself.
Right.
Let me not say he got it off of Amazon. He might have shopped somewhere else. That Amazon was selling the book.
Yep.
The big anti-Semitic I hate Jew book. No one screamed at Jeffrey for selling the book.
No.
You go get the book for $12.97, I believe, at the time.
Another Jeffrey.
It's a crazy bunch of guys. They've got the Dahmers, the Epsteins.
God!
It's a dangerous name, brother.
The Bezos.
The Bezos. So, like...
Wow. Wow!
So, it's one of those things of just like, a part of it why they keep getting platformed so much is not because someone wants to give them a platform. A lot of times it's just somebody just wants to profit off of them.
That's a fact. Yep.
So,
yep.
If you hate them so bad, stop screaming at them. Let them do them. It's weird. I just never screamed at anyone who didn't pay my bills. Okay? Or who didn't have an effect on my bills being paid.
That's a fact. What for?
Yeah. So,
what?
It is what it is.
All right, last question. Secular echoes. How have Christian moral frameworks and linguistic structures like the ideas of testimony and confession subtly shaped the way the secular LGBTQ plus community shares its own stories of coming out and finding liberation?
Yeah, because this is the thing, homosexuality, the homosexuals or the people in that community, they are being persecuted.
This is a fact.
This is like they are actually being persecuted.
Yeah.
And so because they're being persecuted, because you guys won't shut up about them, okay? Now some of you guys are attacking the gay people. Don't attack people, period.
Yeah.
Right? Just don't attack people.
Leave people alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, leave people alone. And that's the thing. People are, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel bad for the gay community, but I also, like, to me, it's like, people find any reason to attack any group of people, period.
That's it.
So I don't want to belittle them being attacked by saying, well, these other groups are attacked, so stop talking about being attacked. I'm not trying to say that. No. But I'm trying to say, like, people get attacked all the time.
Yep.
So, but they are actually a group that is being persecuted. I can say that. So because we keep persecuting them, when I say we, I guess I'm saying this as a country. I don't persecute no gay folk. Not that deep to me. No. Okay? Because people persecute the gay community or the alphabet community, no shade. Hopefully that's not offensive. It is what it is. Because they do, this is how they feel like they're finally free. They feel like they're in shackles.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there was ever a percentage of people who just tried out homosexuality stuff because everywhere else was screaming at them. Because I believe that the gay community has always got open arms for everybody.
Yes.
So because they always have open arms for everybody, everyone wants to be supported, right?
Yeah.
What's the African parable? A child who's pushed away from his village will burn it down to feel its warmth. Some people are running to the LGBTQ community because they want to feel the warmth, so they're going to burn down everybody else.
Yes.
And they're going to push the homosexual. And again, this is us if we're trying to, as Christians, and try to do this fake U.S. God thing that I'm not a big fan of
Nope.
either. But like, stop. Like, let those people live their lives.
That's it.
All right? If they see the God in you, then they'll come your way.
Yep.
All right? Of course, you find some bounds to keep it. Look, we're not going to let it get too wild. We're going to keep it in bounds here. But then after that, got to let them do the thing.
That's it. That's it.
So, I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
So look, I get it. I get it. Because, like you said, with them, it's about being free.
Yes.
And they feel like they're shackled. They feel like they can't be who they want to be.
Yes.
I get that.
And it pushes them deeper into the thing.
Yeah. So leave people alone.
Yeah, man.
Let them be them. Now, if the thing is like, if somebody asks you, be ready to tell the truth.
Yeah. I say all I'm saying about homosexuality, but if you ask me how do I feel about it, I go, it's wrong. I feel like it's wrong biblically.
Yeah.
But it's also wrong for me to hate you. So be gay.
Yeah. Do you?
Yes.
Look, I'm praying for you. I'm praying you have an encounter with God.
That's it.
With not with
Whatever.
with some of His creation.
Yes.
With God. If it comes to His creation, great. But an honest encounter with God.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. We are messing this thing up.
Facts.
So.
Yep.
Man. I think that's it.
That's it, brother. An hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
An hour and 1/2.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, I am Chocolate Thunder.
I'm chocolate.
And my vibranium.
Vibranium.
That's chocolate.
That's it. That's my boy.
And we out of here.
We out of here.